Hello and welcome to the Blackout podcast where I get to talk to amazing people who do amazing things. And today I'm so happy that I think my favorite are when artists come, because artists like you guys, I don't even know how you see the thing, but you make it come out of your head and exist in the world. I have super awesome artists, my friend Marja, Sanni. It's not Marja, it's Marja. Okay.
Yes.
Thanks for coming to the podcast today.
Thank you for having me.
Yo, okay, well, first off, let's talk about Kenville and that big ass mural you made.
Right.
How did that happen?
Well, a friend of mine has sent me like the application thing, and I applied and sent in some works, and yeah, that was it.
Did you apply with intention to make the artwork you made, or?
Not necessarily. I had a different idea in mind, but they picked a different like artwork that they wanted me to.
Oh, you say these are things I can make, and they're like that one.
Yeah. So actually, because I saw it on the day of the deadline. Actually, that was the day I applied. So like that was the day my friend sent it to me.
Yeah.
And it was like, you should apply for this. I was like, cool. This sounds like good experience, and I did. I was envisioning doing something else with another friend for it, but because we hadn't like curated that idea already, because we didn't have time, we ended up going with something else. Yeah.
Okay, so anyway, you submit, they come back to you, and they're like, "This is what like." So what happened from? How far is Kenville from here?
It's like an hour, 30 minutes.
Okay, it's not too far.
Not too bad.
Okay, so you got to Kenville. Like, do you have to go with your own, I guess, gear?
No, luckily one of like the organizers, I knew him. He was driving, so he was my ride every day. Shout out to him for Jordan. Thank you for always giving. His name is Jordan. Shout out to Jordan for the ride every day. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's how.
What do you mean by every day?
So like every day I went there. It's like a 3-day event-ish. So
you didn't stay there?
No, I didn't stay there.
Why would you just anyway? Okay.
I guess because I had a ride. That's probably why. I feel like if I didn't have a ride, I would have just found a way to stay there. Yeah. But since I had someone that was coming back and forth, I was like, might as well.
How long did it take you to make that mural?
So I'll say in total like 2 days, because we had to prime the wall and all that and wait for it to dry.
So you know what? Even when you guys are painting on canvas, why do you need to do that? Usually they put white on it. Like, the thing is already white. Why are you putting white on it
like,
again?
That's gesso. Like, sometimes depending on like the type of surface you're trying to paint with, depends on the artist. Some people only put like 2 layers of gesso on their work. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Gesso, I don't know. But some people put like 2 layers. Some people put 3 layers. I have a friend that does like 4, and she still adds some extra stuff on there.
Yeah, but what does it do?
Honestly, I think it helps smoothen out the surface. Personally, like a lot of my paintings are done on wood, like a wood surface. So I do apply like 2 coats of gesso on there as well, because I just like it gives me a smoother surface to work with.
Right. Yes. So like, does the color that you use influence the art you put on it? You know what I mean? Like, or like I guess the color you use for that priming, does it influence the colors you use for the work you make, or it doesn't matter?
Sometimes it doesn't really matter, but like when I was doing the mural, it did kind of matter, because you don't want to go through the extra process of priming a color and then you now have to do another color that's completely off. So yeah, I don't know if that makes sense, but it matters sometimes, not all the time. Yeah.
Okay, so it's one thing to like paint on like 6x4, 10x1. That was a wall.
It was a pretty big wall, like, because this was my first ever like proper mural, I would say. So it was a task. It was definitely a task, I would say that. But it was fun in an interesting way, because the type of wall I had was like the old, like 100-year-old brick wall.
Oh, wow.
So it's a bit harder to paint on that, because there's so many like cracks and holes that you have to fill in. At some point, I just sat down on the like scaffolding and I was like, what am I doing? I don't know what's going on here. No, because I was like, how am I actually supposed to paint this wall? No, for a second there, I was like, I don't know if I want to continue with this, because I don't know what I'm doing, but I guess you figure it out. Yeah.
Okay, so at the end of the whole thing, what point do you say, okay, it's done, this is it, finished?
I guess I don't know. I'm the type of person that sometimes I need to be stopped. I never really feel like my work is fully complete sometimes. So like
Right. Why?
I don't know. I like sometimes always feel like there's something you can add to it. Yes,
Mm.
if you can. So like there were some parts where I was like, I don't know if I want to add this. I don't know if I want to add that because it was recreating a different painting. But then I also had to keep in mind that it won't look exactly the same as the
Mm-hmm.
original, right? Because it's on like painting like 10 times bigger than the actual size.
Yeah,
So,
I
yeah.
saw the photo of you on the wall, and you're like, not, that wall is huge. It's
It
a
was
wall,
huge
wall.
because the scaffolding was like three
Mm.
layers. So I was like at the top, and I'm kind of vertically
How much
challenged. So,
paint do you use?
uh, so I mostly got like the 4 liter like house paint gallons. So I had like, because I had different colors too. So I had like 5 different colors for that. So
God damn it.
interesting.
That's so much work. Okay, so that's Kenville, and the experience as a whole, what was it like for you?
I I'm very open to experiences. I try not to have extremely high expectations to prevent disappointment. But like I was very open to it to see how it goes, honestly.
Mm.
The people in Kenville were they're very nice and welcoming. Like people would stop by, be like, do you need water? Do you need snacks? Like very nice people. And yeah, one of the days I went down with my friend Stella and she helped me out like shifting the scaffolding and all that because it's not a one-man job.
Oh, right,
Yeah,
right,
so
right, right. Because you had
Stella and
to
Jordan
move
were
it
helping me
around.
with that. Yes, so definitely it
God
was a
damn it.
task.
Okay, so it's done now.
Yeah,
Let's just get into a time machine and travel to the past a little bit.
yeah.
When did you start drawing, painting, doing all these art stuff?
I've been like sketching since I was like probably like 9, 10. Since I was a kid, I've been like I just dabble and do small things. Like I also did art in high school, so just the regular like high school stuff. I stopped for a while and then
Why? Why would you stop?
I stopped once I left high school. I don't know.
What did you study in university?
I'm taking international development studies.
So nothing at all. This is just
No,
like
it's just something I like, I
all you
guess.
talented people. Oh my god! Like if I can do something that even looks half as this, I'll be. See, God knows not to give people like me
Well,
skills, cause yeah,
no,
yo, I'll be rude as like, oh,
don't
please.
talk to me.
Exactly. Please, man.
Do you know who I am?
Exactly.
No, that's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
What made you go back to art? Because you stopped for a while.
I don't know. I don't. I randomly saw something. I tried to sketch it again, and I was like, you can actually do like. You can actually draw. Why did you stop? I don't know. That was actually genuinely it. I was like, why did you actually stop? And
Yeah.
then I was like, you know what? Let me try to get back into it. It's going to take time because it's been a while, but I'll ease back into it. Yeah.
So you say you paint mostly with wood. Why?
I started painting mostly recently. I mean, I just started painting again this year. So I've been like most of my newer paintings are with a wood canvas like platform. Yeah.
This is you saying this. Oh, okay. We'll get to the wood thing, but let's talk about
Alright.
digital. So, when the transition to digital happened for you?
I started learning how to use like do digital art last year August. Like I said, I like to try new things. So I was getting back into sketching and all that, and then I saw digital. I have a friend that's a digital artist that inspired me to actually get into it. His name is Lee. Shout out to Lee. But yeah, he's really good, and I saw some things he did, and like I like to do a lot of silhouettes with my work, so that's what made me get into it and try that out. So
So, like, you did a silhouette on like actual painting or in Photoshop, whatever.
So I started with Procreate. So that's the
Oh,
platform
the
I started.
Apple thing. Yeah, I
Yes.
keep
So that's
forgetting the
the
name of
one
the
I
thing. Yeah.
started with, and I'm still learning how to use like the Adobe Photoshop and all that.
But
But
yeah,
yeah, I
most people
started.
I know that do that. So, what do you love painting? Because you tend to paint faces, which
I do. I don't know. I feel like I find so much beauty in different faces and different looks. Like there's just always something unique about each and every person. So I try to show that in my work. So yeah, that's why most of my work is
yeah,
always
there's also
like
like portraits. Like,
yeah.
okay, so you have this dude here.
Yes.
Oh, well, silhouettes again.
Yes.
Okay, so talk me through here. This is from Procreate, I guess.
Yes, I use
Okay.
Procreate for this. Funny. This one is, I guess, the funniest story. I did see a lady on the bus with this hairstyle, and I just thought she was so beautiful. Decided to
You.
try recreate her hairstyle because she had like
Oh,
the wavy, like flat
right,
hairdo, and I
right.
was like, "That's so pretty," and like. I'm
You didn't
able to
start
see.
drawing in the bus though.
No, no, no,
You
no. It
just
was
from
when I got
memory.
back home that I remembered like her hair. It was mostly her hair that stood out to
Why do
me.
you put the faces on the side? And how do you decide like colors that you use?
I don't know. I just add whatever I feel goes. Like I started with a dark like shade of blue, and I just thought adding like different brighter colors would make the work pop more.
Yeah, it popped. It
Yeah,
popped like crazy. So how long would it take you to do something like this?
it depends. Sometimes like I start with a sketch, not go back to it for some days, and then continue.
Okay, no, we're not gonna count that. We're gonna
But
count the
if
actual
I
time when
decide
you're
to
working on
go
it.
at
Yeah.
it for once, it depends on the work, but I'll say maybe like 2, 3 hours, like depending on how big or how much detail I want to add to it.
So what do you find you're doing more now, digital or I guess analog, like actual painting?
I think I'm just because I started painting again, I'm getting more into that because I mean, it also takes more time as well. So,
What type of paint is it? Oil, water? What do you do?
so I'm mostly working with acrylics
Acrylics,
right now.
yes.
Yes, I'm mostly working with acrylics right now, but I also do like oil paintings, but not as much. They don't take a long time to dry.
Yeah, that's what I keep
But I
hearing.
do like working with oil. The finish is always beautiful. That's the thing I love.
How do you find beauty?
How do I find beauty?
Define.
How do I define beauty? Like I said, there's always something unique about everything that makes it beautiful.
Right.
So I can't necessarily say there's a definition, but I'll say whatever attracts you is beautiful to you. Yeah, that would be my
Okay. Well,
best way to describe
let's talk about this thing you did on wood.
Yes.
Holy shit. Yeah. So what's the story here?
So the name of this is Iyaloja. So I'm Yoruba, so I always try to, get in touch with my roots,
Right.
whatnot. But yeah, I just wanted to really this was done for like a show that my friend Deji was doing. So it's actually like a 3-piece setup. So there's 2 other pieces aside
Of
from
the
this one.
lady?
Not of the lady, but it's like 3 sisters in a way.
So something about market, right?
Yes, so Yaloja, she's like the mother of the market. You know those chief people that when anything is happening, you
They
go
go
to
and
them.
talk to her.
Yes. So like when I was painting it, that was the first thing that came to my mind.
What did you have like a actual person in mind for the face? Cause like, or is this just an abstract face?
There was no specific person. Someone did tell me it looked like my friend, but I guess but there was no specific person in mind. I just wanted to show someone that looked very bold.
Okay, so this one with
yeah.
the priming, that's the color you primed it with, right?
No, I'd actually used like a white gesso initially.
What the fuck? Why you always using white though?
No, because I wasn't sure what color I wanted to go for, right?
Okay.
See, that's why I said it depends, right? So sometimes you're not sure. And it was after that I decided I was going to go with this like peach creamish color. So yeah.
How did you now make that decision?
So when I painted the orange parts first actually before I painted the skin and the other details, and I was just going with the flow. I mixed like a bunch of random. I mixed like 3 different base colors. Then I saw this and I was like, okay, I like it. I'm gonna go with this one. Yeah, that's how that came about.
How long did it take to make?
This took like a day. Like I tried to do it in one go. So yeah.
And the other pieces were also women, or
Yes, they're also women.
from the market too, or
Not necessarily from the market, but I'll say they all come with the same idea. They all have the touch of orange and gold on them.
so orange, is that your thing, or?
No, I tend to wear a lot of black, so I just like to with my work. I want to put colors on. I don't want my work to be like, okay, she wears black.
Yeah,
All work
black,
is, no,
black.
like I actually like to make it pop sometimes.
Gotcha. Okay.
So yeah, I try not to go too deep.
Okay. I see. So now, like, yeah, let's actually talk about the exhibit.
Yeah.
It looked great. I wanted to come out, I couldn't, but it was like this mixture of artists and like poetry and like it was. How did that come about, and how did you decide what you were going to create for that exhibit?
Well, my friend just gave me the theme. He was like, the theme was an ode to my people, and hence why the Yoruba ladies. But yeah, I just thought something that would embody the Yoruba culture, that you see it and you'll be like, that, like, you can familiarize yourself with it easily, and like okay, like I can see the vision, I kind of understand. Also, I wanted to leave it to each person's interpretation, because everyone has their own different way of seeing things. So that was kind of the idea behind that. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So what's next in line for you?
Honestly, I just I do my best.
I'm like, are you when you make? Do you make artwork like just make it, or do you make like, okay, I want to practice eyes, or you know?
There's an aspect of practice, but also I want to try something new, and I just want to create. That's always my goal. Like, I just want to create something new.
So what's the plan with the international development? Like, once you're done, you're gonna go work with the UN, or
maybe. Honestly, I feel like I tend to just like to see where things go. I don't want to always fully get ahead of myself, and then it doesn't really work out, and then I'm like, oh, what a bummer. I'm like, I like the idea of international development. I like the idea of working with people and like humanitarian work. I like that idea. If it's something I can do in mixture with my art, that would also be amazing. So yeah, that's
so did you grow up in Nigeria?
No, I mostly grew up in Kenya. My family is
Oh my God! Wait, what? What is going on here?
Yeah.
Kenya, what happened?
Well, my family moved there because of my parents' work, so we've been based there since. My parents are still down there too.
Which language do they speak in Kenya?
They speak Swahili. My Swahili is trash. Please don't ask me to speak Swahili. Don't ask me to speak Swahili before the Kenyans come get me. No.
How did you decide on coming to study in Canada?
Well, my siblings are already here. My parents like Canada too, so
it's like it's straight up easy. One thing I'm curious though, do you remember what your first winter was like?
Well, I had been to Canada one time before during the winter.
So
I kind of had my expectations, and it was Halifax too. So I was like, oh God, I just know that it's gonna be hell.
What is gonna go down? But like, okay, during that visit though, what was the experience during winter? How was it like?
It was extremely cold, yeah, because that was my first time experiencing winter. I was like, God, what is this? What the fuck? Like, bro, I didn't sign up for this. Because I'm like, why am I wearing 3 jackets? I'm wearing a hoodie. I'm wearing a thick shirt. I'm wearing a hoodie. I'm wearing a jacket on top.
Yeah.
I feel like a puffball. I was genuinely like, bro, I'm so over this. Because we were here for like a month too. So I was like, bro, I just want to go home. Yeah, no, it was really cold, but I guess you get used to it.
You get used to it.
Yeah.
I don't know, but like, okay, so with your artwork, I'm actually not asked, what's the process? What do you do apart from the priming?
You really hate that.
I don't understand the point. You're gonna paint on it. Why are we putting paint on it? I think why I hate it was because like, you know, like paint night.
Right. Okay.
So I'm just envious. Like when people can make art, I'm like,
wow.
It looks easy.
Right.
When they're doing it, it's like, I can't do that. It's not easy. Because you know the ladies in front, she's like, yeah, do this, I do it. It doesn't look like what she's doing.
Right.
So I'm like, anyway, so I had a friend. And like the guy, his painting is freaking amazing. So it's like, yeah, you gotta prime this stuff. Okay, so let me start priming. Like, so we just paint the freaking thing white.
Yeah.
But the poster, like the thing is white already. Why are we making it white? It's like, it's for the color. It said what the thing was. I'm like, ugh, okay. That's all I know about doing painting, how to help people with prime.
Prime.
So anytime you need someone to prime, just...
step. A very important step. I like the main step actually. Like you have it locked in.
Okay, so what's your process?
I try to like make I try to make like sets. So like I make individual paintings, but I also like to have like a bunch of paintings that are in the same theme.
That's why do you give yourself so much work?
No, I guess it also guides my work in a way, because I'm like, okay, I'm working with this. Like I said, my head is always, I'm like, oh, I need to add this, I need to add this. But if I'm working with a theme, I'm like, okay, stop. Right? Just the way your ancestors tell you to stop when you're seasoning. It's like, stop.
It keeps you in the lane, yeah.
No, like, yeah, I like that also, because then it's like, it's cohesive. Like, okay, I have this set of work. This was the meaning. This was the theme behind this. This new one I'm working with, this is the theme behind it. So also when people are like seeing my work, they're like, okay, I see the like the similarities and I see how they can be intertwined. So yeah.
Wow. Okay. Okay. There's this question I love asking to end the show, and I was asked and it blew my mind. So like I gotta ask. So what's something that happened to you before you were 17 that plays a huge role in the person you are today?
Before I was 17, I guess it was moving countries.
Oh.
Because like I've left all my friends, everyone I'm used to behind. So now I have to learn to include myself into a new culture and way of life, because everywhere has their own way of doing things. So, and kids can be cruel, eh? So
kids are dicks. Yo.
Like kids can be cruel, bro. Yeah. So like it's like a new child and they're just looking at you, they're like, who are you?
Yeah.
Bro? I'm like, man, I'm just trying to survive. Man.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was definitely something. I guess it kind of helped me growing up though, because like I've learned how to just try and put myself in situations, even if it's very new to me. I won't feel too awkward in a way. Like it's like, okay, sure, it's a new experience, but I just try to enjoy the experience and not worry too much about like, oh, I've never been here before. Oh, I don't know what's going on. Blah, 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 blah. It's like everything's new at the end of the day, so you just have to get used to it.
Okay, nice. You brought all these magical things, and I'm like, I'll send you away with a magic piece too.
Wow. Okay.
So here is like a marker. Pick a number between 1 and 60. Don't show me. Once you've written it, you can show the camera.
1 and 60.
1 and 60. Yeah.
Okay. Magic tricks. I love this.
I will try and give you your card once you're done.
All right.
Okay, here we go. So that number can be it's going to be in at least one card, but it can be more than one card, right?
All right. Okay.
You know your number?
Yes, I do.
Is it here?
Did I tell you?
No, so I'll just tell you, is it in this set of numbers?
Yes.
Oh, it's here.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
So the number is showing up in two.
Yeah, I can show more than one.
Okay. Yeah. Yes, actually. Wow, okay, that's interesting.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
No.
Here.
No. It's not in this one either.
Not in this one, but it's in this three.
Yeah.
So it's in here. Excuse me. And it's here. And it's here.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. I think I know it. So is it actually those are the three cards, is it?
Yes. Well, I don't know.
49.
What kind of juju is that? How did you know that though?
Magic!
Nah, are you showing him something?
No, I don't have any mics, nothing.
Wow. Okay.
Anyway.
Crazy.
Marja, thank you for sharing your artwork and thanks for coming to the podcast
Thank
today.
you for having me. I had so much fun.